Hola! Okay, so happy 4th of July, everyone. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. I wear my sunglasses because I like wearing my sunglasses. It's fun and festive. All right, so I'm going to be festive. Let me get a haircut. I don't need a haircut. How is it not? Excuse me. Hey, Shoshana. How are you? I got my haircut like friggin' okay, because it's at the, I like it at this level right here. And it's like, it looks like it's at this level, but it's not like at this level. So I don't know, but it's like actually like an inch. I need to cut an inch off. Okay. So thank you for lovely recommendations for somebody in LA, by the way. All right. So when you just can't seem to bring yourself to take action, you can totally see the camera behind the thing. You can see my notebook. Do I have any okay, cool. Okay, happy 4th of July, everybody. Yay. Okay, so I was doing a live stream yesterday, and if you have not watched that live stream, you need to go watch it immediately. Okay, so I'll take my glasses. It is really bright. Go watch that live stream from yesterday. This chick asked, what do you do when you can't seem to bring yourself to take action? Hey, Rosella, how are you? When you can't seem to bring yourself to take action. And I think this is a very, 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 very important topic. I don't talk about it a lot because it's victim mindset, but I suffered with this for a long time. And it's basically like, you can take action. You need to take action. Everybody needs to take action, but there are people who are just like crippled in fear and they won't take action for lots of different reasons. And I'm going to talk about that today. Dasani lemon flavored water. Okay. So basically, these types of clients, if this is you, and my coaching certification program starts July 23rd with the Money Bootcamp. And so this would be very, very, very applicable to anybody who's going through this or has clients that are doing this, because it's like, I specialize in understanding this, believe it or not. Yes, I'm going to tell you to take action, but I totally if this is something that you need to work on, I'm one of the best people for you to come to work with on this issue. Okay. So if you can't seem to bring yourself to take action, I'm wonderful. How are you doing? I'm in Hawaii. I have 2 more days left. It's the 4th of July. It's a little hot right now, and I'm about to have a beer, but I wanted to get this done because it's really important. Somebody said this on a live stream yesterday. And so I want to, is what it is fear. I just can't seem to get motivated or energized. I'll get to it in just a second. I like your name, Tasha. But yeah, everything's great here. Things are good. It's beautiful. It's hot as hell. I had a great lunch, and I'm just spending some time alone because I was about to hang out with a friend, but God was like, no, I want you to work. And so I finally had, okay, I'm going to get to work. And I had some pretty big downloads over the past few days, and I haven't been when you get a really big download, you're just like, I want to go do everything else but focus on this. And it's like, yeah. So, hey, Heidi, how are you? Okay. So when you can't seem to bring yourself to take action, I'm going to slide this to the right. Okay. Oh, this dress gives me cleavage. Holy crap. I don't even have a bra on. That's whoa. Okay. So, when you can't seem to bring yourself to take action, there's a few, I'm going to give some different examples because it's such a broad thing that it's such a broad topic. It can include not taking action in a relationship. It can include not taking action in your business. It can include not taking action with weight loss. It can include not taking action in healing a relationship. It can include all sorts of shit. It can include you not taking action on doing the mindset work that you need to do that is going to create the results that you want to create. So let's start with the fact that let's just say that you want to do something. And the thing about it is I always go to, if somebody comes to me and they're like, I just can't seem to get myself to do what it is that I'm supposed to do. Hey, Jeff Kaufman, how are you? Happy 4th. When I just can't seem to get myself to do what I'm doing, a client says to me this, I say, okay, well, what would happen if you did do what you're avoiding doing? What would happen? Tasha, what would happen if you did what you're supposed to be doing? If you're still on. If anybody else wants me to like do this back and forth, I've got like an hour to do this. So if you want like a little like interaction, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna pick one and run with it. I know it's the 4th and everybody should be out having fun. And I insist on that. I'm gonna take some time to myself. Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? I would be living my dream. Okay, that's not specific enough. This may be your, this is a classic problem. I would be living my dream. Well, what the fuck does that mean? Mean it with love. Mean it with massive, massive love. What does that mean? I have no idea what the fuck that means. And you don't even necessarily if you know what the fuck that means. And more importantly, before she even tells me what her dream is, if you think that you taking action means you're going to be living your dream, no wonder you're not taking fucking action, because that probably scares the shit out of you, because it's like going from inaction to living my dream. It's totally fucking opposite. So you're like, I don't want to fucking take action. But what's the dream? I'm burping. Sorry, guys. Happy 4th, everyone! Maybe I should get a beer. You know what? I think I might get a beer. I'm going to go ahead and get a beer. Heidi, you should be having a beer with me here. Did I just rhyme? Oh, and another thing that Hawaii is known for, everybody, check this shit out. Macadamia nuts. Oh, they're coconut. I knew they tasted differently. Okay, so I've got rum in here. I could do a shot of rum and really entertain you guys. Or I can get a beer. I'm going to get a beer. This is a little bit more complicated than I planned. What does that mean? Happy 4th from Michigan. What's the dream, Sasha? Who wants me to do a little spin on if you just hopped on? I'm having a beer. Happy 4th, everyone. Now, the topic is, if you're not taking action, if you can't bring yourself to take action, what the fuck is going on? In some way, shape, or form. I'll even sit outside. It's really hot, but I'll sit outside. Happy 4th, Heidi Snyder. Oh, there's my view. I stayed here before. Start my membership site. Okay, well, what the fuck does that mean? So, in other words, if you took, and girl, you need to get way more specifics. Way more specifics. Move to New York, okay, and live in a shitty, box on the side of the road, or have a, $10,000 a month apartment, or forced you to. I'm having a Hawaiian beer. Look, it's got all the islands. Live on Longchamp beer. Cheers, everyone. Hallelujah. Independence Day, everyone. Okay, so I would start my membership site. Well, starting your membership site, it sounds like you've already kind of started your membership site. Like, you're thinking about it. So does that count as starting your membership site? Hell, I've got an evergreen course that I want to launch. Have I started it? Yeah, technically. I'd rather be in a kick-ass romantic relationship or completely open and taking action to be in a new one. Okay, Heidi, do you really want me to, I got to have somebody who's going to be specific. So one of you guys have got to be really specific. So Heidi kind of wins here. So I'd either be in a kick-ass relationship. Tasha, this is a motivation to get super specific. I'd rather be, I just had a big what's swell? Beer? I'd rather be in a kick-ass romantic relationship or completely open and taking action to be in one. Okay, well, why are you not taking action, Heidi? And I know Heidi. She's gorgeous. She's fun. She's talented. Brilliant. Powerful. And maybe I could do two at once. Powerful. IPA. Cool. I went to Turtle Bay for lunch. Saw SDS yesterday. I think I told you about that. I'll have to tell you guys this story later. Yeah, I'll have to tell you the story later. Hey, April. I don't know if I can cheers, but I don't know if I know how to get specific, I don't think. Okay, that's a problem. That's your problem. That you got to start there. Met with love. You got to start there. Okay, so Heidi, you want to be in a kick-ass romantic relationship and completely open and taking action. You know what? I'm going to be loving with this, guys. You guys are taking too long, and it's too hot out here for me to be like going on back and forth. So I'm just going to get right to it. If you are afraid of taking action, or you can't seem to bring yourself to take action, yes, it is fear. There's this part of you that thinks that, number one, it's in serious fucking victim mode. Serious victim mode. Yes, Heidi Snyder and Heidi Lau. They're two of my favorite people on the planet. I'm not even kidding. You're number one with not taking action. Victim mode. Catherine Binkley. Happy 4th of July, sweetie. If I didn't say happy 4th to Heidi Snyder, happy 4th Heidi Snyder. Number one, it's victim mindset. Victim mindset. Victim, 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 victim. Met with love to Heidi because she knows how much I love her. I would either be in a kick-ass romantic relationship or hell-bent on starting a new one, in whatever word she said. And she's not. She's not. She says that she is, but she's not. And if she sat down and wrote down all the reasons how she wasn't, and she went and took action, or she wrote down why she isn't going to take action, then if she decided to take action, she'd take action. But what we're going to look here is what is in between of her not taking action. Okay? So what is in between of her not taking action? Well, she's scared, duh, and met with love, Tasha. Scared, well, what is she scared of? She's scared of being rejected. She's scared of being loved. She's scared of being in a relationship. She's scared of the intimacy. She's scared of the sexual experience with someone that she cares about. Maybe not. I don't know if she's afraid of sexuality overall. Because like the thing is if you, with people who are interested in romantic relationships, you can fuck and not be scared of fucking, but you can be scared of fucking in a romantic relationship. Completely different ballgame. And if you are, there's also, you know, and Heidi, there may be a little bit of an issue there. So it's like, I would either be in a kick-ass romantic relationship or I would be hell-bent on getting into one. Well, why are you choosing one or the other? Because that splits your energy. Yeah, it's not. I gotta go inside because it's the connection. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Doesn't mean that the universe falls out a dick. Doesn't mean that there's not gonna be dudes that you can chat to. Doesn't mean that what is it, my cleavage? This dress, like, I know I have a lot of cleavage. Is it uh-oh? What's uh-oh? Is it what's wrong, April? Guys, April is in my coaching certification program, and she did 2 practice coaching calls. And she took some information, and she went from having, like, I hope you don't mind me talking about this, but she's already, like, fucking brilliant. And, of course she is, because she invested in my programs. Thank you, April, by the way. And she, like, had a breakthrough with a client the first time, and then she went down from like it taking like, you know, 3/4 of the call. I think you said like 45 minutes in, you were like boom, and then the very next call it went down to 15 minutes. She had like this massive like boom breakthrough. So if you're interested in being, and I don't think you have any coaching background at all whatsoever, it was like shocking to you. It was like a high. It is kind of addictive when you like figure out that you can read the fuck out of people within a very like quick period of time. It's really fun. 45 minutes to 15 minutes within one call. It's how I do it, ladies. It was obviously April, but I think some of the information, maybe I could be wrong, but I'm thinking that some of the information helped you to get rolling into that space where you were like, boom. And I think you should be a coach. Anyways, coaching certification, July 23rd, and my money boot camp. If you want to join both, you can do like one or the other or both. Okay, you can't bring yourself to take action. You're afraid of being rejected, or you're afraid of actually moving on and having the answer. So, and a lot of times it's like a freaking out of like not being able to handle whatever the fuck is on the other side of it. Sometimes it's like a fear of, like Tasha said at the beginning, she would be living her dream. Well, sometimes you guys over exaggerate what would be happening if you took action, so you don't take any action. I have a lot of clients that come in, they're new and they want to start their businesses, and they're like, okay, well, I need to, like, oh my God, I'm going to be making 6 figures or multiple 6 figures, and I have to have a 6-figure year, or, or whatever. And so they don't take any action. And it's like, you do realize that it's going to take you're going to have to get like 15 clients before you actually do group programs, and group programs, you're going to want to charge a decent amount of money to actually build up a sustainable business. And it's going to take a while. When you start taking action, is it going to immediately boom, shit isn't going to just manifest. And even if you did go on a date with a dude, or you say you guys were hanging out as friends and you fucked, doesn't mean shit's gonna just poof boom. You're in this magical fucking relationship, and just everything's boom boom boom, and you're riding horses on the beach, and getting married and running off in the sunset, and credits run across the movie screen, and it's an Academy Award winning film. It doesn't work that way. So maybe you need to look at, what are you really afraid of? Because of course you're afraid of something. You're afraid of execution. Well, what are you really afraid of? You're afraid of the rejection. Okay, well, what's so fucking wrong about being rejected? Rejected is protective. What is it? Protection is rejection, or rejection is protection. There was this one time I wasn't dating at all during this period when I was working at that goddamn movie theater. And I was studying my ass off, internet marketing hardcore. And this was another thing. This was another thing that really not unnerved me, but I was just really? Really? This chick was yesterday, who's adorable, also in my coaching certification program. And by the way, when you do my coaching certification program, what I do is I coach you, and then I basically every 5 to 10 minutes, basically as I'm coaching you, explain how I'm coaching you and how I got to that moment and what you need to do in order to do it for somebody else or for yourself as well. Pretty deep shit. Really cool. I've got little sparks and energy in my back moving. It's interesting that it's happening right here as I'm on a live stream. Oh, the fuck was I saying? What was I saying? I can't remember the fuck I was saying. Shit. Does anybody remember what the hell I was saying? No, I'm not drunk. I can't remember the hell I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, this chick was I feel so fucked up because I'm not, manifesting what I should be compared to all the other, I'm not manifesting everything I should be compared to everybody else. And I feel so fucked up because I'm with all these really powerful women that you're coaching, and blah, 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 blah. And I should be way farther along. And I was like, okay, how long have you been studying this? And she's like, a year. And she's in the network marketing industry. And I was like, I studied network marketing for a year and didn't make a fucking dime, right? And she's like, no, I didn't know that. And I was like, and I also tried out 4 other companies and never made a dime, right? She was like, no, I didn't know that. And I was like, I studied internet marketing for 3 fucking years before anything fucking happened, right? And she's like, no, I didn't know that. And I was like, that I spent 20 fucking years studying mindset before any money came in, right? And she was like, no. And I was like, did you know that I've spent 10 to 15 hours a day for almost 10 years studying mindset before anything fucking happened? So if any of you are I should be farther along, or if I actually start taking action, then I'm going to be living my dream, period, the end, in terms of if living your dream is actually you starting to take action, then you're going to be living your dream. But if you think that just poof, boom, 7 figures is going to pop out of your ass and you're going to be able to like go move to the most expensive place in the world and do whatever the fuck you want to do, maybe, but most likely it's going to take some time before that actually happens. So probably what's really going on is you're afraid of taking the smallest step forward, which is really like accepting that it's going to take you some time. Life isn't a fucking fairy tale. And it can be, but it's not in terms of you just taking one step, and it can be really uncomfortable, and it puts you in a space where you're actually having to take responsibility, because like I said, like the opposite of victim mindset is taking responsibility. So being in that one step forward is probably more than actually being on the side of, oh, I just can't seem to take action. It makes you kind of special because it's like you can't seem to take action when these other people are working their fucking asses off, taking action upon action upon action upon action upon action upon action upon action, and nothing's fucking happening. You'd rather be the person who's like, oh, I can't seem to take action. Why? Does this make sense? Hey, Lizette, how are you? Happy 4th of July. And April, happy 4th of July. Rosella, happy 4th of July. And if I haven't said happy 4th of July to your ass, happy fucking 4th. And yes, I'm having a beer. Cheers. It's a Hawaiian beer. You can see the islands. I am currently here in Oahu. And I was in here, Kauai, for 2 weeks. And now I'm here. And then, well, I fly back on Friday to the mainland. I just need to get started. That would make me happy for now, but that would be a different action from what my normal behavior is. So why is that? So she thinks she would be living her dream if she took action. Now, what would Tasha, if you had to take action, and Heidi, give me these answers. If you were to take action, what small action step can you take to actually take action? Fear of what? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of and why? Heidi, what would be the one thing that you would take action or that you would do? And what are you afraid of happening from there? Afraid of going on some dates with some dudes who have like their mouths like, taped together by piercings and they're not that attractive? Been there. That needs to be a Instagram video or an Instagram story. I'm working on Instagram stories. Some of them are kind of annoying to me. Like pose. Oh, one thing that I would have been. Brandy, happy 4th. If you guys live in, what's the angry face about? Who's sending angry faces? That's anger faces. I was on both Tinder and Bumble today. Who is giving the anger faces? That's not cool. I don't know who the hell you are, but that's not cool. If you're doing it on mistake, let me know, because I will most likely block you. You can say you're sorry and it wasn't meant that way. That was laughing with tears. Oh, okay. And never mind. I saw someone do those kind of posts, those kinds of faces, and they were like, that's an angry face, I'm going to block you. And I was like, oh shit, I think that I need to do that too. So they're laughing. That's totally okay. That's totally okay. And I'm a bitch for saying that. But sometimes we need to be like laying the fuck down on the line. So if that was the laughing face, my apologies. But if it was an angry face, it's not fucking cool. No, with love. So I need to get my hair cut, like right here. And I need to go out on a date too. I was on both Tinder and Bumble today. Okay, well, what does that do, Heidi? That's laughing with tears. See, I think that people misuse or overuse that emoji, because it's like you're really laughing until you're crying as many times as you use that emoji. Excuse me. Really? Do you like my burping? Isn't it sexy? The small step I need to take is simply put the membership site together completely. My norm is that I normally start to put my site together but never finish. Okay, you're afraid of actually making money. That's what you're afraid of. You got a money story that's fucked up, which we all do, but that's what's going on. Putting myself out there. Okay, well, what does that mean? Notice, if you guys pay attention and you're not Heidi or Tasha, what I'm doing here is that both of them are not very specific. Both of them are not really like getting to the core of what's going on. So it's kind of like, I wish I would have brought somebody on the line to like be on the line. You're kind of giving me bullshit answers. And I don't know if that's necessarily because we're talking this way and it takes time to, write and shit. And I get that. But in terms of the answers that are giving, it's like, okay, well, you're scared of the fact that, normally you put your membership site together or you wouldn't put your membership site together. But like, honestly, I spent $15,000 getting my membership site together. And I also have like probably 50 to 75 clients that tried to put membership sites together and didn't make that much money from it. Or, realize that they shouldn't actually put a membership site together because it actually like they think it's going to make them this money, but it doesn't. And so they're like, they don't do it. Or, like if I was trying to put a membership site together at the beginning of my business when I hadn't had any real mindset coaching, and I can tell that like, maybe I'm wrong, Tasha, but I don't get the vibe that you've had like worked personally with a mindset coach at a high level. So it's like I don't recommend a membership site as your first thing to do, especially if you haven't been somebody who's like going to create the thing. Because if you're somebody who's just starting out and you're going to create this membership site to bring people in, well, if you're afraid of even taking action, with a membership site, you got to get a shit ton of people to not only follow you, but then you got to bring them into the membership site and have them buy and continuously show up in front of them on an ongoing basis, like day upon day upon day. And you have to market yourself all the fucking time too, as well. And you have to maintain the fucking membership site. And you have to make sure that the customer service shit works. And you got to make sure that the content looks okay. And you got to make sure that everybody has access to everything. It's kind of a pain in the ass, met with love, because I love the people who are in my membership site, but it can be a pain in the ass. So in terms of like when you're starting out and you haven't done any fucking mindset work and you're scared of taking action, that is probably the worst fucking thing for you to do. And just in my opinion, and it's like, it's almost kind of like, the perfect way for somebody who doesn't take action to have every excuse in the world not to take action, because good God, there's so many goddamn things you got to have in place. If you don't have a fucking team to get it in place, I would have never fucking done it. And I spent a shit ton of money on my membership site. And I also spent about $200 to $300 a month just to maintain it. That's a lot of fucking money. And as somebody who hasn't really started their business, or somebody who wants to take action, really responsible enough, and I don't mean that, it's really responsible enough to create that kind of business model and to continue to keep it going, that kind of sounds like you'd be wasting your money and you're wasting your time and setting yourself up for massive, massive failure, which is probably why you're not taking action, which is actually maybe smart of you. In other words, what you need to do is you need to figure out how to actually build a business that feels sustainable, that feels legit. And so you probably need to get out there and like get people's attention so that they're like, what do you have that I can fucking buy from you? That's just my opinion. I don't mean to be beating you up by any means whatsoever. This may be bullshit, so call me out on it if it is, but with the one guy right now, my action is inaction. He needs to show he can and wants to do something. And with other options, I'm going out tonight and setting the intention I want an active love life now. Okay, so Heidi, am I allowed to kind of discuss what, like, the situation? Or if you want me to be very limited about it, let me know. Heidi and I have spoken together before, so I want to make sure I respect her privacy. Please let me know what I can and cannot say. And sure, okay. So, are you sure he's not like secretly like watching your stuff online? Heidi has this guy who he obviously has feelings for her. It is so fucking obvious that this cat has feelings for her. And if he doesn't have feelings for her, then he's, either he is, there's something, he's been leading her on, and it's almost to the point where it's like, it's to the point where if he wasn't interested in her, then it would be kind of like, that's fucked up that you're spending this much time with a person and you don't have feelings for this woman, and if she were to make a move on you and you were like surprised by it or put off by it or anything like that, that to me is on the verge of gaslighting. So number one, if she did make a move and he responded poorly, it would be at the level of like, that's fucked up. So it's actually better for her to get out of that situation, in my opinion. At the same time, the guy is really fucking shy and socially awkward from multiple different people. And we've talked to several different dudes who say she just needs to fucking take action, and she's not taking action. And she thinks that he needs to fucking take action, which I totally and completely agree with. And I totally and completely understand, except I've been in the same boat. Hey, Julie, happy 4th. I don't know if you're in the US or not. And she's saying it from a perspective of he needs to make a move. And I'm speaking to the choir here because this is something that happens to me. And I'm kind of like, why isn't the guy making the move? Why isn't the guy making the move? And the truth of the matter is that, how do I say this? Because I'm starting to get into my own shit. Yes, guys are supposed to make the move, but you're coming at it from a place of resistance, like he needs to make the move. And how do I say it? It's your excuse. Like, it's kind of like me with the dudes that I've been talking to. It's like, well, they've made moves. I mean, they've literally metaphorically slammed their fucking dicks on the table and said, hey, if you want it, here you go. And I'm like, but he needs to make a move. Like, it's pretty much metaphorically exactly what's going on right now. I don't know if you go that far. And no, guys, that's not what's going on with me at all whatsoever. I'm here alone on July 4th. Doing just fine alone, but it's okay. But it's kind of like, how do I say this? You want him to make a move not necessarily for the right reasons. You want him to make a move because you think that that is fill in that blank. Hawaiian cock talk. Fuck yeah. Tweet. Hashtag Hawaiian hot dog. Hot dog. Wow, this beer is strong. I'm kidding. No, I haven't even had half the beer. I did have sangria this afternoon at the corn place, Heidi. What was I saying? SDS, yes. I don't know if he'd slam his cock on the table. But that's a whole other story. Anywho, so we're talking about Hawaiian cock ladies. What the fuck was I saying? I can't remember. I look kind of cool like this. I need to, hitting my sunglasses with the thing. I need to figure out how to edit this shit so I can put it on Instagram stories. I still haven't fucking figured out Instagram. But I am finding myself, addicted to Instagram. On the shit all the fucking time. So if you're not on Instagram, or you are on Instagram and you haven't added me, the one and only Molly Sapp, I am on Instagram, and I'm gonna figure out how to fucking use that motherfucker. I'm figuring out how to use it, but I don't understand. Someone should do a live stream or a video and put it in this group and tell me how you, or video, do a video, because I got a short attention span right now. Do a video on what would make you actually want to buy my products or my services if you only saw me on Instagram. that's like, it escapes me. It's kind of like, how can you go to an Instagram page when you're looking for a mindset coach and actually be like, oh, because she has such a cool photo, I want to buy from her. It just doesn't make sense. And so it kind of feels like it's a waste of time a bit. So that's why I'm kind of like, I love Instagram and I love looking at pictures. And then the whole Instagram stories, it's like, hey, here's my beer. Here, I've got my other phone. Ooh, look, I'm taking photos. Ooh, I'm writing in my thing. Ooh, my notepad. Ooh, you know, it's just kind of like, I'd rather sit here and like give some serious fucking value, lay this shit down where you're like, fuck me in the ass. I need to buy from this bitch. Cause that makes sales. Like, and I don't really fucking have time, nor do I want to spend all day on social media to, you know, take pictures and like hope that somebody like fucking buys. Like, I don't get it. Okay, try Instagram Live. And the same thing I'm doing now. Well, how do you put that on Instagram? So the Instagram stories, I mean, like you can do little bits like this. They have it where you can get your own TV station. Well, yeah, that's true. And then so the pictures live stream on Instagram or IGTV and cut up the videos and put it in your stories. Oh. Okay. Okay. Is it hard to figure out how to cut up a video? Because like I'm not into editing. Make your text posts and emails into captions for your photos. Live allows longer video. How long do they allow for longer lives on Instagram? This is all over the fucking place, guys. Thank you, Michaela. You use an app. I need to figure out how to cut story. Thank you, everybody. Michelle, how are you, sweetie? Got it. Well, I actually kind of want to learn how to edit because I'm playing with cameras, you know? Like, yeah. Let's get back to the Cox. Fuck yeah. Okay, Cox. Thank you so much, by the way. Thank you. Michelle can chime in on this. Guys, if you have not talked to Michelle, I don't know how to pronounce your last name properly. Chartier? C-H-A-R. Michelle, say hello. You're on here, I think. Say hello in the captions. Say hello. Happy 4th, baby. Come on. Put it in there. I don't like saying baby to my clients, but sometimes it comes out every now and then. I'm having Hawaiian beer. Okay. So I'm talking about cock, right? And Michelle is like the bad bitch with dating. She's like the date doctor. Like specializes, which she like, I don't know if she understands how cool this is. She literally is just kind of starting out with the whole dating coaching thing. And I was like, well, do some relationship coaching. And I like love her. And Chartier. After my aha, I did live on how subtle doesn't work for men or marketing. Catherine Binkley. Fuck me. Not literally. Thank you. I've been like so worried about people like taking shit the wrong way. I didn't mean it like that, Catherine. And you know I didn't. That like I've been toning down my message, believe it or not, because I've been like wanting to talk all about cocks all the time, but you know, never mind that. Anyway, so that's a laughing smile, right? That's not an angry smile, correct? What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, Heidi. Where the hell are you? Okay, I know that's a smile. Heidi. Catherine just said, men don't take subtlety shit. So you got to be more, you know, like direct. And sometimes I'm the opposite. I'm too direct. So I just kind of like this client who was like, you know, you kind of I kind of you like throw your fucking big dick on the table. And I was like, what are you talking about? Does it really sound like I'm drunk? I've only had half a beer. And she was like, you just throw your big dick on the table. And I was like, is that why I attract men who have such big cocks? Like, and she was like, probably because you've got like that big dick syndrome. And I'm like, well, I need to learn to tone it down just a tad. Dating as a coach is harder as you don't fuck around with vague language. Yeah. And like, I want to be respectful of everybody. So that's like, yeah, I totally meant, all with love, very respectful. I just say the F word a lot. And I apologize if anybody feels offended by any means whatsoever. The hell was this? Okay, so Heidi. Michelle, I'm curious to see your opinion on subtlety with men. Like, how subtle and how direct do you need to be? I used to be the president of the small dick syndrome. I'm not available for anything small. LOL. That is an interesting thing. I have only run into 2 men who've been small. Ever. But I mean, like, there can be too small and too big. And too big, I'd rather have too small than too big. Because too big, like, ow. Ow. And the thing about it is, for me, is that, believe it or not, I'm actually quite elegant. Like, I'm not a whore. I'm really not a whore. I talk a lot about sex, and I say, like, talk a lot of shit, obviously. But I'm pretty, like, I'm that chick. Okay, this is a perfect example. I'm that chick that, is making out at a bar with a dude, and she's like, I say, I'm not going to have sex with you tonight. And they're like, huh, okay. And normally that's code for, oh, we're fucking tonight. But I'm like the one who like really doesn't have sex with you that night. Like really doesn't. So I'm like a rare find. So yeah. Anyways, okay. So Heidi, you need to be balls to the walls, like fucking out there. Like send a naked photo. That'll let him know. Period. The end. I keep telling Heidi, just throw a fucking naked photo out there. Accidentally just throw it out there. Or do something. I don't know. Anything. Michelle. But Michelle is the date doctor. And she said, we were talking and she was like, I don't really like the marriage thing. I don't really like this thing. Or I don't really like this thing. She's like, I really specifically think I work best with the whole dating thing. And I thought that was fucking cool. Because it's like, she was very quick to like niche down and get very specific. And she's like, I'm into dating. I'm the dating coach. Like, I don't want to like, marriage or whatever. I want to like get you, I don't know if you'd say get laid, but get you dating. I think my feed is delayed, but in response to your question, it is best to be direct with men, clear cut, but you have to speak their language. How do you speak a man's language? This beer is strong. So in terms of Heidi, ladies, what do you do in terms of making moves on men when they haven't made a move? Where were we, Heidi? Because I know I like just went on a rant. Make your text post. Talked about Instagram. This may be bullshit. Okay, this may be bullshit. Heidi, are you still here? I think you are. Heidi, are you still here? Now, in terms of like her saying, even if she isn't here, I'll just remember this point. She's like, well, I want him to make the move. Why do you want him to make the move? Okay, hold on. The situation is that Heidi has a dude, and I think you kind of talked to her before. Heidi is this guy who's like, hangs out with her all the time, is so fucking obviously interested, but hasn't made a move. And they have there's some, an ex-girlfriend that he dated one of her friends for a long time, and they all hang out together. And she's they hang out, this guy and her hang out all the time. He calls her all the time. He's checked her out. She's seen him check her out. She's, he gets all weird and giggly, and I've heard his voice on voicemails, and he's like, hi, Heidi. Like, it's really intense. Like, I mean, literally is screaming from the rooftops, I'm in love with Heidi Lau, but hasn't made a move. And so Heidi's over here, and I like kind of started to like show Heidi how to like, make a move. And she like got all like freaked out. And I was like, well, maybe you're giving him that vibe, so where he's not making a move. And she's like, well, I want him to make a move. And I'm kind of like, Do you want him to make a move? And each time she starts to think about making a move, he gets all fucking weirded out and freaked out. But he doesn't know that she's about to make a move, so she's like all freaking out. So it's kind of like, this needs to be a fucking movie now that I'm talking about it. And because I put myself out there more than him, so it's his turn to do something. Have you really put yourself out there, though? Because I talked to one of my guy friends about this, and he got on the phone with her, and he started laughing. He was like, you need to be more direct. He was like, tell him that you want to put his P in your V, and yeah. And he was like, he will not say no. He will not say no. And I was like, unless he's gay or is, you know, has intimacy issues, which she knows that's not true because of reasons. And dear God, if you guys ever get together, you're gonna, I've been much more direct than him. Obviously not, because you don't know if he's like, he hasn't made a move and he hasn't made a move. So it's kind of like, I want you to do some investigating on why you think that he should make the move. Michelle, what do you think? Curious. Curious. Oh, it's so fun hanging out with you cats on fucking like live stream on the 4th of fucking July. I will be in Vegas with Catherine, and I'm guessing some other people. And if not, Catherine and I are gonna go like do some serious fucking mindset work in the badass. I don't know if it's a penthouse, but like up high, it's pretty nice. If you really want him and aren't afraid of losing him, tell him. How does he get weird? Heidi, how does he get weird? I need to throw like a little party. We're gonna throw a party. Well, I'm gonna live stream this whole Catherine in Vegas thing. I don't know if anybody's coming. About talking about coaching. And maybe I should say, like, if people want to buy the live streaming event, they can. And if you're interested in buying it, let me know. What am I doing? I'm acting as like, I don't know, fireworks. He gets all awkward. I think she needs to be up front and call him on it, but the wording is important. She needs to, am I grilling any hot dogs now? No. I'm probably going to have some pizza. I got some milk chocolate macadamia nuts. And, yeah, Michelle, can you come to Vegas on the 11th? Come to Vegas. It's going to be hot as fuck. Yeah, Vegas is cheap, guys. If you want to come to Vegas, let me know. I don't know why the hell I'm doing this. It's like spirit sprinkles. I found this Jock Jams video on YouTube, and I started doing the Bring It On dance. Like, do you know what? Let's get ready to rumble. I've been alone on an island. Who has questions? Because you've had a long board. Oh, are these really like, am I like tipsy? I don't think I'm tipsy. I had half a fucking beer. I was thinking about Vegas. Come to Vegas. I can't be tipsy with half a fucking beer, can I? I am so awesome. I can't be tipsy with half of a beer, can I? Is that possible? It's not an IPA. It's a lager. I am not that much of a lightweight. One fucking beer? No, they're lightweight. So I'm just being playful. Heidi and I have hung out quite a few times, and she's seen me in several different levels of drinking. And I've never had more than 4 or 5 drinks in a day. Like, I'm a very lightweight drinker. And she's seen me tipsy, and so like she's been able to like tell, and she's also seen me tipsy on live streams to get laid on a regular basis. She wants to get laid on a regular basis. I am very happy right now. Yeah, I'm more happy because this dress, I don't have a bra on, but I have cleavage. That's exciting to me. Catherine, what do you want to talk about in Vegas? Michelle, come to Vegas. Everybody, come to Vegas. That's it. No relationship. No. Exactly. Michelle. Specifics, guys. If you aren't taking action, most likely your problem is not being specific. Are you being specific enough? Maybe I should get my hair did in Vegas. Anybody have any questions? We already have a relationship with everything but sex. Bingo. Who has questions? So like, you know, people can talk to me. Like, do you want coaching? I know I look like I'm having a ton of fun and coaching isn't what I'm going to do, but I can totally answer questions. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So you say, what do you mean by that? Can you talk about that more? Which bit? Are you talking to me? I don't know if you're talking to her. That's why I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Around not being specific if you're not taking action. Perfect. Okay, so I'll try to use another example besides Heidi and Tasha. Okay, so a chick wants to create a course. Let's say she already has a $50,000 a month business, and she wants to, and it's all coaching, like one-on-one group, mastermind, coaching, high-level coaching. And she wants to go into courses. Excuse me. She wants to go into courses, and she wants to like move completely out of her business, but she's not taking action. And see, guys, you need to stop being like, there's a lot of shame around not taking action. So it's like, you know, you need to realize that there are people out there who are making millions of dollars who are not taking action on shit either. So she's not taking action on Evergreen. Okay. She's not being specific enough, meaning, well, what the fuck does she want the course to be? Well, so she wants to have a course on money mindset because that's what her coaching is. Okay, well, she wants to have a course on money mindset. Okay, well, what's the course? What is the results of the course? Well, and notice how specific I'm being right now. This is just one aspect. Well, what is the results of the course? Okay, so I wanted to have someone to add another, I want to add another couple of, you know, I want you to have 7 figures with your money mindset. Okay, so she wants to have a course about 7 figures in her money mindset. Okay, well, what needs to happen? What first action steps do I need to take in order to create the course? Well, you need to create the content. Okay, you need to create lesson 1. Well, she could actually deliver lesson 1 and run the course live and then put it in Evergreen and poof, boom, have a fucking course. So she'd have to sell it. So she's afraid of selling it because she's not used to selling it. So then she actually needs to look at, okay, her mindset work is to work around selling something different. And you have to look at that. She wants to create her Evergreen funnel. So is it she wants to create her Evergreen, or does she want to create her Evergreen funnel? Because that's 2 different things. But there's, you know, the Evergreen is within the funnel. So if she wants to create the funnel, she's got to create a webinar. She's got to create emails. She's got to create all this shit. But ultimately what she wants to do is she wants to create a course that creates results that she knows that she can sell. So what's the first step? She needs to, and so notice what I'm saying here. She wants to make money with it. But even still, we're looking at all these different variables, but I still don't know really what she wants. She wants to get completely out of her coaching business, and she wants to make 3 to 7 million a year in Evergreen. So she wants to make, so looking at, okay, well, she needs to sell this many pieces of volume each month. She needs to create her Evergreen course. She needs to see that it can convert and creates results. And she needs to create her funnel, meaning she needs to create her ad. She needs to create her ad budget. She needs to create her email sequences. She needs to have all that shit set up. And she needs to make sure that, you know, she has customer service behind her to deliver the course stuff. She needs to figure out what format it is, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what's going on there is, so being super specific about the end result. Yeah, fuck yeah. So, and the thing is if you're not taking action, sometimes you need to break it down and be very specific, because you're all like, oh my God, it feels like this big thing and I'll be living my dream, and oh my God, I'm going to get rejected and blah, blah, blah. When it may just be as simple as you just like looking at, okay, well, what kind of course do I want to create? Okay, well, I want to create this kind of course. Okay, well then what do I need to do to take my first big action? Okay, well, I need to create lesson 1. So let's create, well, what's lesson 1? Well, so if I'm going to create a money mindset course, lesson 1 is to get really clear on what this person wants, needs, and, this. And so actually the first thing that you need to do is you need to sit down and brainstorm, well, what would I want this person, how would I want them to go through this course? What do they need to know in order to go through this course efficiently, effectively, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And you can run it in front of people, so you don't have to have the whole fucking thing created. You can run it, and like literally be making money as you're running it. I should fucking do this because I want to do an evergreen course. You're a fucking genius. Can you talk a bit about being super specific about pricing? What do you mean? Heidi and Michelle, are y'all still talking? Give me 1 second, Michaela. It is Naked Wardrobe. You can go to nakedwardrobe.com, and it is not a Razorback. It is like that. And I have little boobs, so it, like, the fact that it gives me cleavage is like saying a lot. I'll give Vegas some thought. Do you recommend setting an intention for something specific or seeing what comes up organically? Both. Because if you set an intention, whatever the fuck it is that you really want to happen will happen. So I've always wanted to do that, but fear comes around running it live. Talk about pricing. I think people can do pricing too low or too high, obviously. And I think that when you're starting out, it depends on where you're at. If you go too high, too fast, you're going to be setting yourself up for trouble. I would rather you start low and increase. And with pricing, you want to look at, okay, well, what is the value that you're providing for them? In my opinion, with Evergreen, you would rather go lower than higher. Actually, I don't want to say that. For me, it's very, very intuitive, because with a product or a course where people aren't going through it, I really need to sit back and like think about going through it and what kind of value I'd be able to take away and what I would be missing from, one-on-one interaction with a coach. That's very important to me to understand that, to be fair about it. Yeah, that's me. Any other questions, guys? See, I don't sound tipsy. I'm just making fireworks motions because everybody is like fucking 4th of July, bitches. Meaning with massive, massive love. By pricing, I mean, how do you feel confident in a specific number instead of being wishy-washy and trying to manifest course sales at like $500 to $1,000 as opposed to complete $797? Well, anytime that you are wavering back and forth with a price on a course or a product or a program or a package, you're not going to sell it very well because you're wavering back and forth. I'd rather you say low and sell versus high and not sell. You need to look at why you're not selling. Like, this is where journaling comes to place, because when you're wishy-washy, it's usually because you're not clear and specific on what's going on in your head. And what's going on in your head determines your reality. So you want to get like aligned with what the hell's going on. And selling an evergreen course from $500 to $1,000. I know women who are making $3 to $5 million a year selling a $500 course, and that's all they're selling. I know people who are selling $1,000 course and who are making $3 to $5 million a year, and that's all they're selling. So and I know people, I've never seen $797, but that doesn't mean that people aren't selling it at that. It totally depends on what your, what it is, what you want to do. So it's up to you. In terms of being confident, that really comes with owning your value, and it comes from knowing the value of your product, and it comes from what feels comfortable to you. It comes from practice. It comes from understanding your resistance to having more money. It comes from, what else does it come from? You got to understand what price, like, how does it trigger you? With me, it's triggers my old money, come from my father's family, want to be very ethical, fair, and smart and way over deliver and be a, like an impeccable product and service that delivers, in whoa, like impeccable. And so, and that can be on the verge of perfectionism, which is, like I wouldn't necessarily go by what I'm saying, but this is just me. So with pricing, it's also a power thing. So it can trigger you to feel like you need to stand in your power by charging a certain level, which will get you smacked across the face. But when you're not standing your power enough, you don't look like an actual business owner who's actually going to be taken seriously. And you haven't had enough business experience to actually be able to sell a product on an ongoing basis to lots of people. And if you're not currently building an audience, like it comes with something that I found that there's a difference. I mean, people sell both courses and coaching, but if you want to sell courses, it's a course business. It's not a coaching business. It's a course business. You're selling courses. It's different. It's a different business. That's why a lot of people have such resistance to it, because it's basically a different business. You might be selling coaching in the course, but it's a fucking course. It's a totally different game. And people like, I don't get it. It's a fucking game. It's a total game. So, like, it's kind of like, I want to be an actor versus I want to be a producer. Well, somebody can be a producer and somebody can be an actor. But if an actor who's just getting started as an actor wants to turn around and be, I want to be a producer, and just starts trying to okay, well, here's a movie and I'm going to go throw it up online and thinking that everything's going to it's going to make a shitload of money, it's sadly mistaken. Now notice, if you pay attention, there's a lot of actors who become producers that are already having a lot of success as actors that start to have a lot of success as producers. Or if you actually research the person, they really research what the fuck they were doing before it actually happened. So if you want to sell courses, you're in a fucking different business. And the thing is well, people are like, well, no, I sell courses. A program is different from a course. A course is where you're very, very little involvement. A program is where you're there, and you may not be there all the time, but you're there. And I mean, because the course, I've bought courses, and those people, I've never talked to the coaches ever. I don't get on phone calls. There's no phone calls. It's a course. It's a product. It's a product. It's equivalent to Heinz ketchup. Ooh, it's a little windy. Make sense? So you got to make sure that you're looking at it from that perspective. Any questions or any other questions? Coaching certification program, July 23rd. Take action, guys. Take action. And if you are wondering why you're not taking action, well, you're afraid and you're playing a victim and you're not being specific enough. And you're it's much easier for you to be oh my God, I'm not able to take action, than actually face the fact that when you take action, it's not that it's very how do I explain it? It's kind of the dream of it is way more exciting than the actual reality of it. So me going surfing. Oh my God, I want to go surfing. Oh my God, it's surfing. Oh my God, I'm going to be on the waves and I'm going to be, I'm going to be in a bikini and there's going to be all these hot surfer dudes. This is a perfect example. Hot surfer dudes. And I'm going to be able to go travel the world with my surfboard. I'm going to be able to buy different surfboards and we're going to be able to catch waves and smoke weed and all this cool shit. And I'm going to be able to make movies about surfing and all this cool shit. and you get in the fucking water and you gotta pay $100 for a fucking private surf lesson. You get in the water and you gotta swim up current with that surfboard. And that, like, trying to even just get a wave is like the hardest fucking shit. It will be the like most intense exercise you've ever had. And you will fall on your fucking ass over and over and over again for a while until you catch a baby wave. And you subconsciously know that. But in your mind, you're like, oh my God, I'm scared. What if I become like the most amazing surfer and I'm like Kate Bosworth on Blue Crush? Oh my God, but I just don't know if I can handle it. Oh my God, what if I fucking fall on my face? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. The truth of the matter is that everybody fucking falls on their faces and you fucking know that. So, truth of the matter is you pretty much probably don't want to deal with all the bullshit that comes with actually learning how to surf. Happy 4th of July. Stacey Ellis Spain. How the hell are you? Happy 4th. Oh, I'm drinking Hawaiian beer. I am currently right there. Oh God, I need a manicure, something terrible. And I was there for 2 weeks. Now I'm here. And then I'm flying off to the mainland Friday. Wee. And no, I'm not tipsy. I'm acting tipsy. There's still like beer in here. One of the scenes that I'm going to put in my movie, you know, when like, say this is a wine glass and you like spin it around to like taste the wine where it's like this. I'm afraid that the wine like literally like flies out of the glass. I would so be that person. So be that person. I've been like raised around like billionaires and shit and I can't fucking like taste wine properly. Oh well. Questions? Any more questions? Hey Stace, how are you, gorgeous? Stacey Ellis Spain is gorgeous. I don't have any makeup on. Anybody? I need a manicure and a pedicure and my hair highlighted. I need my hair highlighted. And a haircut. A haircut. Anybody? Let's sign off and go do some work. Like play work, like creative work. No? Yeah, maybe so. All right, cool. Coaching cert starts July 23rd. Certification program, I mean. Call it the coaching cert. I want to learn how to get deep inside people's heads. And like, thank you. I love it too. I like it a little bit shorter. Like a little, like right there. Like it grows fast. Yeah. Coaching certification program starts July 23rd. So does the Money Bootcamp. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you want in on Vegas, if you want to join in on the live stream, let me know and I'll figure out a price point. Yeah. Okay, bye.